Now, let's take a look at some areas to keep an eye on as Spark continues to grow and gain momentum. First is the existence of Databricks. Having a corporation backing an open source system is always a good thing when it comes to wide-scale adoption, as corporations like the assurances that this provides. But even more than that, their release of a product originally named Databricks Cloud, now simply referred to as Databricks, is a nice step towards easier provisioning of a big data product, as it eliminates some of the overhead and hassles surrounding the tooling and infrastructure of going into production. But what exactly is the Databricks product? Well, it's defined as a zero-management cloud platform. It's basically the ability to prepare a cluster for use at the click of a button, interacting with it in an interactive web shell. Then, either easily sharing your data findings or productionizing the code to be run at will or in a schedule. And, even more, it allows for easy integration of third-party applications, extending the powers of your data to existing business intelligence tooling or other useful big data analytics and visualization applications. Okay, but what about Spark itself? First is the advances it has made and continues to make in intelligent querying through data frames and datasets, where that's covered in depth in this course's follow-on, Handling Fast Data with Apache Spark SQL and Streaming. Additionally, there's a ton constantly changing due to how active the project is. However, one of the biggest areas of growth and advancement is centering around deep learning. Spark has led the way in so many data fields that it's only a natural fit for it to start to dig deeper and deeper into making the world of AI more and more approachable. I'm sure there will be a lot to take note of as the project continues to evolve. The next area to keep an eye on is the growing extensions library, Spark Packages. There's a broad array of add-ons already there. Say you want to have the ability to turn Spark into more of a server, then the Spark Job Server is for you. This project, started by Uyala, creates a RESTful interface for Spark Jobs, allowing for easy data and context sharing, among other things. Then there's a few projects that create shell-like environments in the browser, with Zeppelin being one such example. The next area, Data Sources, contains a number of ways to easily integrate the ability to use data sources outside of the built-in ones, like Avro, Redshift, and many more. Then, along the same lines, the Streaming tag is full of useful add-ons for connecting to different streaming receiver hooks, along with other useful add-ons. Next, the largest section is the Machine Learning one, containing any number of helpful utilities trying to simplify machine learning even further. And these are just the more popular tags. There's a lot available in this growing library to help fit the needs of the community. Now, to close this section, we'll take a look at just how big Spark seems to have gotten and how much more room it has to grow. In fact, it's grown prominent enough in the industry such that it's penetrating into larger, harder to change enterprises like IBM. IBM's endorsement of Spark as potentially the most important new open source project in a decade could bring an even larger influx into this already burgeoning framework. And throwing more than 3,500 IBM researchers and developers to work on Spark-related projects is bound to help keep Spark growing towards greater and greater success.